Hey everybody, it's Laura. I hope everybody's doing good today. This is Black and White Heart, Tarot and Adventure, and we are here to do a message for everybody. I even take part in the messages myself. I feel like since we are a group of friends from, I don't even know where we're all from, but a group of friends, period, and collective energy, I think the messages speak to all of us, and that's what I ask to do. I am not I'm not anything licensed, okay? This is purely entertainment and my own personal little wisdom that I have gained through the trials and tribulations that I've gone through, and also the positives, okay? So just up here sharing a moment and giving you, maybe a fun little distraction for your day and a little bit of humor, wisdom, and fun around the Tampa Bay area. And maybe you don't get to see these things and you can see it here on this channel, and you can get a message for your day, okay? I do want everyone to be adults, 18 and above. Other than that, you need to be consulting your own personal family, and that's not what I'm here for. Okay, just to be clear. And I am not here to give you anything more than a little bit of my experiences. I can't tell you what to do in your life, okay? You take what you want to take from the messages and what I talk about. All right, moving forward. Also, like the videos, if you watch them, please, it helps. It's called an equal energy exchange. So if I'm up here entertaining, or just even not entertaining, and I'm just up here, could you please, mutual energy flow would be to like or share or subscribe to my channel. Any of those things would be good. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see what's happening today. So I did want to say one thing today. I don't know if these cards were drawn before I talked about the topic, but we'll see what happens, because I believe that probably my guides already know what I'm thinking. So my thoughts today are how people just do not appreciate much of anything. I mean, like, really, listen, everybody wants like all this grand, sorry, I'm messy, I've been at work all day today. All this grand, fabulous, like things. Okay, great, sure, that's nice. But there's nothing wrong with wanting to be in nice surroundings. But can we just be grateful that we're under a roof for a moment? Because I guarantee you, it doesn't matter where you're living, but if you're under any kind of roof that keeps you dry and out of the elements, like some people don't get to do when they're sleeping out on the corner somewhere, I think you should probably be grateful. Even if it's a friend's couch, you're not outside, okay? Let's let that sink in. You're not outside. Let's just start there. Excuse me, I'm thirsty. I mean, you can always build, you can always have dreams and goals of being in beautiful surroundings. We all want different things, but man, okay, that's one thing. I just hear people gripe all the time. I'm not saying I've never done it, but I've really never been materialistic, so it's just not my thing. I didn't grow up poor. I would say we were definitely not well off, but we had a roof over our head. We had at that time a newly built small house, and I never felt like in need of anything. So maybe that's why I don't, you know, maybe that's why I'm not a gold digger, or that's what I call it. The ones that are like just after anything that they can get, and or a clout chaser, that's not my. I guess I felt comfortable as a kid. Sure, did I always want nicer clothes and things like that because my friends had them? Yeah, but I think that's just kids. But my parents did the best they could, and by no means did I ever suffer for not having food or clothing or a roof over my head or anything like that. So that might be why I feel more secure in the material realm. At some point in life, I would like to have what I would ideally call a comfortable home, comfortable surroundings, and things I like. Period. Okay. Period. But I'm happy just being under a roof, happy with what I've built in the past year from nothing. So just try to be grateful is what I'm trying to say. That and the gossip at my workplace is ridiculous, and these are way grown adults. Okay, we're talking over 50 years old, and it is exactly as bad as high school. That is not an exaggeration. I will actually see them whispering to each other. I'll walk around the corner and one person will be talking about another person, and then they'll turn around and then they'll be talking about another person. Let me give you some very sound advice. Again, just my opinion. If someone approaches you and talks about another person on a regular basis, or really even at all, unless it's something that like somebody cares about you and they're a really good friend and they want to let you know something, if they talk about that whatever other person to you, understand they're going to turn around to another person and talk about you. Okay? You get that, right? Don't gossip. I know we've all done it. I know it's easy to do. I promise you. It's not good energy, and the people that gossip are talking about everybody, including you. Okay, moving on. We have the Hermit. We have Four of Pentacles. The Star. And Five of Pentacles. I'm using the Witching Hour Oracle tonight, which is Seasons of the Witch, honoring cycles. Let's see what this message is about today. I hope you all had a good 4th. I have some videos up if you haven't seen them yet, if you want to see the fireworks that I went to. The Hermit. Okay, so I mean, I hope you guys had a fun holiday. Or regardless. The Hermit. Whoops. The Hermit signifies careful thought and contemplation, withdraw from the outside world in order to reflect and find inner wisdom. This card indicates that you have all the answers that you need within yourself, but perhaps you need some introspection to access them. So, in other words, sit with yourself. If you're having a hard time with any of the topics that I just talked about, sit with yourself. The answers are always within you, because I'm going to use the word God. You all can believe in whatever you want. Is always inside of you. It's your one. Okay? So you are the light. Okay? You are. You just have to meditate and pray and ask your guides, let's just say that, wherever you choose that to be, to help you with the inner wisdom that you have, the gut feelings that you have, and just ask for guidance and to clarify, okay? But it starts with sitting with yourself, okay? If you distract yourself with outside sources and expect that those people are going to validate what you're feeling, they're not. Very often you have a gut feeling and you're ignoring it, okay? So that's where the answers are inside of you. If you're ignoring that, or if you sense something and you need further guidance, connect with your guides, okay? You have to sit and hermit. Hermit means to just like I'll say I'm hermiting when I just decided like this weekend, because I did the fireworks stuff the week before, I wanted to hermit. I wanted to be in my own space and do my own thing and have my own energy and thoughts and stuff without outside, okay? It's good to do. Four of Pentacles. This is how you find the answers. Because if you sit quietly, if you just sit quietly without other distractions, that's when your guides can give you downloads. It's when Source speaks to you. Just my opinion. I don't know if that's really a true fact. It's what I believe in. Four of Pentacles. This can indicate being focused upon goals and financial matters at this time and being prepared to work hard to attain them. However, having worked hard to achieve some form of financial stability, there may now be a fear of loss. And this can lead to feeling the need to hold on to everything a bit too tightly. There is nothing wrong with working hard for one's money or in being careful with one's resources, so long as it doesn't become a preoccupation. This card frequently appears when there's an element of being overly cautious or hanging back emotionally, and may indicate that you need to let go a little in order to move the situation forward. Take a calculated risk. Okay, so just, take time to rest and think over the things that you're feeling, possibly about your stability, but don't be overly cautious and be like not willing to take a risk at all, because you can't move forward without taking a risk. Just no possible way. That's in love, money, or anything. You have to take the risk, but calculate it. That means think about it, okay? The Star. Find it, the Star. The Star is the card of hope. It brings a sense of optimism. Here, let me cover her. It's a lady in the water. Can't show you the other part. She's pouring water out of both jugs, which water usually represents emotions, but let's see what the card says. A card of hope, it brings a sense of optimism and tells us to have faith, safe in the knowledge that better times are ahead of us. The Star can bring healing after illness. Its beautiful aspect means it's always a welcome sight in any situation. It provides faith and tells us to have belief in ourselves. Our plans show promise. Success is attainable by the light of the Star. In relationships, it can show the healing of rifts, which means like if you had a problem with somebody, harmonious living conditions, and hope for the future. A new relationship aspected with this card would tend to show shared harmony and a good future. So it's just basically healing, either after illness or even after relationship problems, and hope for the future. So you're doing good. Just don't be too worried about taking a risk. Okay, you have favorable. Things are favorable for your future right now. 5 of Pentacles. That's good. I like this. I hope our readings have been good, guys. I hope our team is all having these things happen. 5 of Pentacles. This card is perhaps everything the merchant shown in the 4 was worrying about. The 5 of Pentacles supplies a warning of paying careful attention to your financial affairs to guard against loss. So this isn't a time to head for the shops. Again, Hermit, calculated risks with your finances. It's not a time to go out and blow money. Or indulge in like retail stuff, okay? Temporary hardships are indicated and may be felt on a financial or even emotional level. Yet help is at hand if you look more closely. Money or resources could be lacking, so take time to carefully review your financial affairs, Hermit. Look at what's going on and recognize and make a budget, okay? Don't enter into any new financial commitments or agreements, at least today. Let caution be your watch here. That said, be careful not to miss opportunities that could improve your situation. Okay, so all of this goes together. Ouch, itchy. Okay. Hermit means sit still, think about your stability, whatever form. Don't be too overly cautious. Calculated decisions, but you do have favorable future things coming up. Okay? Sounds good to me and very wise. So if you're thinking about something, don't just rush out today and do it. Sit still for a minute. Think about it. Think about whether you can afford it or not. Or if you're thinking about a relationship, don't just jump in head first. Or, weigh out all the options. Okay? All right, let's do Seasons of the Witch. I practice this all the time. I still sometimes make mistakes, especially in the love arena. But take your time. And if somebody's trying to rush you, I'm going to tell you right now, do not do it. If somebody's trying to rush you in a romance, moving in or anything like that, they want something from you. Nobody rushes. Nobody that's comfortable, secure, or anything else should rush another person, because usually when they're rushing you, it's because they don't really want you to see them before you make a decision, because if you do, you won't make the decision to go out with them, move in with them, or partner with them in any way. That's why they rush. Rush and love bomb. Rush and love bomb. Gaslight. Love bomb. Oh, you're hot, you're beautiful. Oh, we're going to build this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. And they just get you like quick, pushy, because they don't want you to pump the brakes and like be, whoa, wait, let me get to know you first. Because if you got to know them, you would not enter into that contract, love or money. Do not rush. Do not rush. Don't let anyone rush you. Hermit first. I'm talking about leases, I'm talking about cars, I'm talking about homes, I'm talking about love, money, but whatever. anyone's rushing you, tell them no. Okay, let me hurry up because we're running long. Okay, Seasons of the Witch. Just my opinion, but I'm telling you right now, it's a very, very wise advice. Can't wait to get done because I'm going to eat. I don't know if you guys know what lemon piccata is, but I had like a really strong craving for that, so I'm going to make some piccata, but I'm going to make it with fish. So we'll see how it turns out. And you know, because they have like grouper piccata. I'm not crazy about grouper. I got a different type of like mild fish, but yeah, I'm going to try that tonight because I had a craving for it yesterday and I went and got the ingredients. So yes, and I worked out last night. I held up my goal. Seasons of the Witch. Honoring cycles, letting go of control, embracing the season you're in, repeating cycles. I don't like repeating cycles. Life is full of up and downs, twists and turns. The earth uses the seasons to beautifully illustrate the cycles we all face in life. The seasons also remind us that everything has its challenges, no matter how beautiful it is or how much joy it brings. Equally, even the roughest time offers lessons, or even subtle or small. Spring bursts with color and beauty, but also comes with its fair share of wind and stormy days. Summer provides a bounty of fresh fruits and vegetables, but may be hot and often very dry or humid. Fall is cooler and rich with jewel-toned leaves, but eventually those leaves fall. And winter brings about cozy days, but wintry weather can be challenging or even dangerous. So basically, a balance, you know, nothing's perfect. Remember what I was saying in the beginning about just be grateful? Remember? Everyone faces obstacles. Even the most cosmically connected person has trials. This card guides you to learn to embrace the cycle you're in without trying to change anything. You are here for a reason. Ask yourself, how can I release control of what's detrimental in my situation? What positive elements within my control can I focus on instead? Being grateful for the moment. Live in the moment. Not, oh, what am I going to get next? This isn't good enough. Oh my gosh, that. Now. Right now. Okay? Just now. Live in the now. Can't change the past. You can't, well, I mean, there are psychics. I'm not a psychic. I am intuitive. I could maybe tell you if an animal's going to run across the road or something like that because I get a sense, but I cannot predict our futures as of yet. Never know. I might get more gifts as I keep going. That's if my guides see fit. Anyway, if you find yourself in negative situations, pulling this card is a clear sign that you are failing to learn the lessons from this phase of your life. You will continue to stay here as long as needed for you to understand and grow. Continuing to date the same negative type, failing to speak up for yourself, and letting others disregard your boundaries, facing financial ruin immediately after a period of wealth, or finding your best intentions are always misunderstood are all signs of stagnation. If you keep repeating the same cycle, the same people, the same jobs, the same this, the same that, you're not hermiting. You're not taking the time to sit with yourself quietly, meditate, pray, and find out why you're making those decisions and or why you're attracting it to yourself. What is broken at the moment with you? Can't blame everybody else. That you're doing the same thing, and how do you fix it? Similarly, if your circumstances are favorable now, reflect upon the choices that have brought you to where you're at now in the positive moment. How can you strengthen in these areas to ensure more happy cycles in the future? Are there any ways you may be blocking yourself from experiencing more consistent joy? Because thank you, guides. Thank you. So, and again, I use the word God, And I prayed. And I prayed before this to give me the knowledge to say what we needed to say. And you know what? The topics that I talked about, they're coming out here. Being grateful, sitting with yourself, finding the answers within. Just being grateful, okay? Be grateful for the here and now, all right? Just leave it at that. You heard everything else. Going to recap it all. I don't have enough time for all that because I'm already 5 minutes over. Great message. I hope you got something out of it. But I gotta I'm trying not to go too long, and I've gone over tonight, but I do feel like this was a good message and a lot of good stuff was said. I hope you get something out of it. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, just my opinion, words of wisdom, been there, done that, been there, done that, been there, done that, been there, been there, been there, been there, been there. I promise you I have. Good luck with everything. If you're making choices, sit for a moment before you sign on any dotted line. And it's Mercury retrograde, so you might want to look that up because it's not a good time to sign contracts or anything else during Mercury retrograde anyway. Okay? Alrighty. Find out when that ends before you do that, okay? And if you have to do it during Mercury retrograde, I highly suggest you read super carefully and take moments to think. A whole day, at least, to think about what you're about to do. Okay, I gotta get out of here. Okay, I love you guys. I'm going to make my food, shower, and chill. All right? Have a good night.